dead of night, two voices awaken from the crypt. One coffin.
Two opinions.
Endless screams. Welcome to Two Souls, One Crypt. I'm Jeff Darko.
I'm Beth Graves.
And this week's episode, we are talking Hungry.
Hungry.
Hungry Hippo.
Yes, Hungry. It's about a gigantic killer hippo.
Yeah, last week was Killer Whale. This week's Killer Hippo.
Killer hippos. We're just going down the line with all the animals for summer, I guess. This movie got 64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
which
shocking.
Is better than I expected,
yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, it's a 2026 British survival horror film written and directed by James Nunn. Stars Madison Davenport, Tracy Bonner, Joaquin De La Mita. He was in the new Roadhouse movie and also played on Miami Vice. And then Jim Meskimen, I don't know how you say that, Apollo 13 and The Punisher, and he's done a lot of different stuff. Follows vacationers on a bayou boat tour in Louisiana who end up fighting for their lives when a ferocious hippopotamus turns into prey.
Yes, so a hippo is loose in the bayou.
Yes, which you would not expect.
And you're thinking that don't make sense? It don't.
It doesn't make sense.
They kind of try to explain it in the movie. Apparently back in like Teddy Roosevelt days or something.
Yes.
There was a cow shortage, so somebody wanted to bring hippos over for meat to live in the swamps, and apparently they did, and nobody knew about it. So now there's a hippo roaming loose and killing people it killed people. It started out killing a gator, and then it killed people.
Yes, well, the how it starts out, all these people end up on this boat. Like these two young girls, they are traveling together, and then the guy, he's like they're doing a gator tour. The older guy, the gym guy that plays in Apollo 13, he's the grandpa and his daughter and grandson. And then there's a black lady, she's by herself, and it's funny, she's all dressed up and wearing like heels, and they're going on a boat in the swamp.
She's on a business trip, and she's got to kill time between her flight or something.
Yeah.
It's something dumb.
Yeah, and so is there anybody else? Just the main dude that's on the boat with the tour guide. Is that all the people that was on there?
Yeah, the guy that owns the tour guide.
Yeah. So, yeah, they start out and they're looking for this gigantic alligator that they're wanting to take pictures of. And when they go out there on the boat, they find the alligator, but it's been mutilated.
Well, the one lady wants to see the biggest one, and she comes out and says, I paid you an extra $300 to see the biggest one.
Yes.
Because they're just supposed to go on a tour. And so, of course, they go somewhere they're not supposed to even be.
Right.
To find that alligator because it's got a tracker on it, and he's like, well, he's supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's ripped in half when
they
find it. We're going to spoil. I mean, there's not much to keep away from this movie, is there?
I mean, not really. I mean,
it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we can spoil it.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't see anybody
wanting to watch this
movie. She did. After Killer Whale, I was like, here we go, another crazy movie. But this one, actually, I think I did like a little bit better, but...
Really? There wasn't that much hippo in it.
There wasn't much hippo in it.
I mean, towards the end, but...
Yeah, and then it turns out the hippo's a mama. And
just like in Yeti. Spoiler alert.
Always got to have some weird...
Oh, there's a baby trapped, and it's just wanting its baby.
Yes, but there was no, like in, what am I trying to say? Killer Whale, there was like the twisty part. That was actually the only...
This was kind of like Yeti in Louisiana with a hippo.
Right. It was,
there's not enough Yeti and there's not enough hippo.
Not enough hippo. And just a basic story.
And it's fucking hungry. It is a hungry hippo.
Which turns out, I also found out that apparently hippopotamuses are vegetarian.
Yeah,
but killing everybody.
That's what they said. He's like, it just kills people because it's territorial, they said.
Yes. And just don't get in its waters and it won't kill you.
Evidently. But it's fucking mean.
Yes. It's very mean, which I mean, I wouldn't say I'm really afraid of hippos because I don't feel like I'll ever be in the vicinity of a hippo.
No, but they are dangerous.
Unless I just
apparently.
go to
they
Louisiana.
are very, very dangerous. Yeah. Don't go into the bayou.
Just don't go into the bayou because there might be a hippo.
So they have this big facility that they discover and they got cages where they had all these hippos in apparently,
Mm.
and it's a lot like Yeti in a way because Yeti, they're like, capture this Yeti up there, and then this
Yes.
one they captured where they brought over hippos, and it's got a baby, and they save the baby, and then the hippo just takes off.
Yeah, which is yeah.
But yeah, we can dive more into it, but that's basically
I mean,
it.
that's basically the gist of it, the fight for survival. There is some killings and there's some blood and there's a little I guess a little suspense, I guess, not anything which I
More
was
was the
at
suspense.
well, like them trying to get back to the boat and the boat got flipped over and there was some like action drama, whatever. But I really didn't care if anybody in this movie died. Honestly, I wasn't attached to
No,
any of the characters.
you do not get, you don't root for any of these people in this
No,
movie.
except for maybe Grandpa, maybe the old man. He's probably the only one I sort of liked. His daughter was, I'm a nurse, but she was like stupid. And
The business lady got on my nerves.
yeah, she was very
Um,
entitled. And even after everything that happened, she still didn't care.
I
She's all
seen,
about
uh,
her.
I seen Slasher talk about this. I don't know if you've seen his reel.
Mm-mm.
Uh, he said he didn't give a fuck about anybody in this movie,
That's kind of how I feel.
and he said that there wasn't enough hippo for him.
Yeah, I have to agree with him on that.
Okay,
Well, which I usually do most of the
but
time.
yeah, you don't really care about these people. You just want to see the hippo rip them to shreds,
Yeah, basically.
or I
The
did.
the main girl was all right. The redhead, I kept Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she did give you look wise Lindsay
Yeah.
Lohan vibes. Yeah,
Didn't really, like, act like her, but just kinda favored her.
like younger Lindsay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, "Well, yeah, she kinda gave me Lindsay Lohan vibes," and she's a pretty decent actress, I mean,
Yeah, I
overall.
mean, the acting wasn't terrible, you just didn't really
No,
give a damn about if they lived or died, really, you didn't they
no,
didn't,
it just
uh,
and it didn't
draw
drag
you in or anything to the
mm-mm,
characters.
and it didn't drag on forever like I felt with Killer Whale, like, I thought it was never gonna end end because it was like the story was here and there and everywhere. It was just pretty straightforward, pretty basic, you
Yeah,
know.
they get capsized 'cause they go up somewheres where they aren't supposed to be to find that gigantic alligator,
Yeah.
and the hippo turns the boat over, which you don't know well, you know it's the hippo because you know it's about it the poster has a hippo on it, and it's
Yeah.
called Hungry. And so, you know, something turned the boat over and they don't
Yeah.
know at the time. And they get up in the trees and are staying on the boat because it's turned over. So a couple of them's on the boat and a couple of them's in a tree. And the main tour guide, he gets pulled underwater and gets a big tusk through his shoulder.
Yeah.
So he's bleeding and they got to try to save him. And you can see from that point, it's in the water. They don't really show the hippo that much. They just show its top of its head a couple times, I think. And it doesn't really show the whole hippo until
Not
the
till, like,
last
toward, like, the very end,
yeah, the
basically.
very kinda end, and it's huge
Yeah, it's a big
because they
mhm.
finally the guy that owns the tour because
It's a big mofo
they
with
don't
wood.
come back, and he finally tries to find out where they're at, and he's got a GPS and tracks them down and finds them, and so they finally make it to land. They get over onto the land, and the hippo comes out of the water, and that's when you see full-sized hippo,
Yeah.
and it's a monster of a hippo.
Yeah, now I wonder how they did the hippo, like
I think it
CGI
was
or
CGI, but I think there was some parts that was actually practical effects, I think
okay.
I seen or read or something
Mhm.
with just the head of it, I think.
Okay.
The hippo head was, practical effects, I think.
I mean, story was fine. I mean, I feel like coulda had more hippo, coulda had a little bit more of a storyline, something that would have maybe sparked my interest more where I would have actually really liked these characters,
Hope
but
that somebody survived,
yeah, and these characters were just
which
kinda dull to me. They just weren't like, "Ooh," like
the main lady did survive, she was the final girl.
yeah, but I just felt
But
like
it was dumb, like, so what you wanna just ruin it?
I might as well. I mean, I don't think anybody
So
really
they
else
make it to the facility, and they, of course, figure out and find the baby hippo and figure out that they had cages and all this stuff, and the hippo's in there, and they burn it up. And they're like, somebody will see this fire. And then all of a sudden, a helicopter shows up,
yeah, I mean, it's
picks her up.
just yeah, it's just like, wow, okay. They went through all of that, and then boom. It was just
Here's the helicopter
here's the
out of just no,
helicopter
just
out of nowhere, just randomly shows up. Where was that helicopter at? Like 2 days ago, or ever how long they was out there. I don't know. It's just yeah.
there's a day because they made it from that day to the night.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
then I think it's kind of morning time. The
Mhm.
helicopter picked her up, and she was flying away, and you could see the gigantic hippo, like plain as day, going through
Yeah.
the river with its baby, and it looked like a monster in the helicopter. And I'm like, How big is that fucking thing?
I
That
don't
thing is
know.
huge, man.
And then there was another part that really got on my nerves with the woman that was the nurse where the guy got stabbed with the gigantic hippo tusk, and I mean, it probably went all the way through his shoulder and
It did.
all the way to the other side, and then she's like, "Let me get some fire and a knife, and we're gonna just cauterize that little wound." Yeah, that wound was, like, huge. There's no
Well, he ended up
way.
dying, but
Well, I
still.
know, but that's what I'm saying. It was like nobody held any pressure on it, which, it was like he would have bled to death in like no time.
She's a nurse, though. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, I know, but it was
She
just
made it clear she was a nurse.
I know, but it was just so unrealistic.
Well, it's a
So
hippo in the Louisiana swamp,
well,
so
that's true
it
too,
can't get much more unrealistic.
but I mean, it was just I don't know.
See how many times we can say hippo?
Let's see. Let's see how many times we can say hippo.
So, yeah, Hippo is not the best movie. It's not the worst movie.
No.
It's right there along with Killer Whale and Yeti in my
Yeah.
book.
No, I'd probably be gonna say
It didn't have no twist like Yeti and
Yeti would have probably been my top one, then Hippo, then Killer Whale, if I had to rank them in that order.
you really hated Killer Whale,
I
didn't
really hated Killer Whale. It was dumb
you?
as hell. Gosh.
It's not as
Except for, like I said, the funny part that I laughed at and the twisty part.
when he's showing his teeth or
Oh,
whatever. It looked
no,
like he
I
was
just like the
grinning.
teeth. The hippo, I didn't really see much of.
There was no twist. It's straightforward as hippos.
No twist,
You're in the
straightforward.
hippo's territory, and it's going to kill you.
And it's
And it
gonna
wants its baby back.
yeah, yeah,
Baby
no.
back ribs.
There's no great story here, I was like, I didn't care if everybody in the movie died. I would've been fine with it because it was just dumb.
I wanted everybody in the movie to die, and I wanted the hippo to just keep on living.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's the way it happened. You had the final girl; she got away, but the hippo kept on living. So
Yeah, I mean, it was
they
like
tried to burn her up.
yeah, I mean,
It didn't work.
he or she, I guess,
It's she, I guess. Yeah, it
well,
had a
yeah,
baby.
it's a baby, so it's like she just wanted to save her baby, and you were in her territory, and she didn't want you near her and her baby, so
Yep.
can't really blame her there.
Tried to burn her. Tried to
Mhm.
stab her.
Yeah,
Tried to shoot her.
yeah. I
Nothing
mean, and
worked.
they ate
She's a
her
Terminator hippo.
yeah, they ate her family, whoever, probably her husband or whoever, I don't know if hippos, like, mate for I don't know the hippo mating thing, but
Yeah, I
probably
don't either,
but they probably killed her
yeah, they
the
brought
baby
him over for
daddy
meat.
and
So I mean,
yeah, so they
I
yeah.
wonder if I don't think that's true, but I'll have to look that up. If they wanted to bring hippos over for a meat shortage,
I don't know, maybe they
of
just made
meat
that up.
shortage of cows. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's made up to say this is why a hippo is in the Louisiana swamp.
Right,
Is
right.
because we had a cow shortage and we brought them over from Africa. I don't know. Can you even eat a hippo?
I don't know.
Do they eat
I
hippos?
did not even think about
If you're listening, you want to comment, do people eat hippos over in Africa or wherever? We don't know.
we don't know, and I don't know if I wanna know, nor do I really care, but they seems like it'd be awful tough. Their skin's so tough.
I don't know. I've never touched a hippo, but
I mean, you can tell, like,
they
just by
look tough,
looking
but I
at
don't
'em.
know if it is tough.
Yeah, and I get
I
hippos
feel like
and
that'd be like elephant skin.
I don't know why I get hippos and rhinos confused sometimes.
Skin probably is tough.
Yeah, I guess a hippo would
Hippo looks kind of wet all the time.
yeah, maybe they're a little softer. Anyway, there's no point to what we're talking about. We're just kinda going off on the deep end here.
And that, what was that one
Hippos.
baby hippo that was mean as hell in the zoo?
Mm,
It was
oh, I
like
can't
made
remember.
everybody was falling in love with her.
Yes, I did think about that when we were watching this.
I didn't.
I did. I can't remember that baby's name. But anyway, yeah. I'm hoping maybe we'll find a decent movie to watch. So far, the last 2 have not been great for me, which there hasn't been really anything coming out of the
They've
theater
not been
lately.
terrible.
Well, no. I mean, I just
I think this one is like if you just like some good old straightforward killing and cheese.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah. It's definitely yeah. It's just very basic, very
It's about a killer hippo.
yeah.
So what's your rating on this one?
Oh gosh.
2 skulls,
I'm gonna say 1.5.
1.5.
I think I gave 1 to Killer Whale. I'm gonna say 1.5.
I don't remember killer whale, but
I think I said 1.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go
I
back.
said
I
1.5.
will say 2 on this one.
I'm gonna say 1.5. It was not
2
great.
hippo skulls for me.
2 hippo skulls.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there was a hippo skull speaking of hippo skulls, in the shop where they book the tour
Oh,
or
okay.
where they get on the boat. He had a big, gigantic hippo skull.
Oh, okay.
Said he killed it. The main guy that owned the place.
Yeah, and he's a pretty good actor. I do like him pretty good.
Yeah, he looked very familiar.
Yeah, he's in Miami Vice, and I don't know. He's probably been in a bunch of other stuff. I just don't remember. But yeah, he's a good actor. I don't know. I don't know if you could put anybody in this movie and it would have made it that much better, really. Because there's just not enough.
Well, if they had more hippo, it'd have been better. You could have put the hippo in it more,
Let's say hippo one more time.
and it would have made it better. If it just showed it more.
I just think maybe if it had some kind of better storyline to it, maybe I would have liked these people better.
What more
But
of a story did you want?
I
They
don't
went
know.
on a swamp tour, and the hippo attacked them because they were in their territory, and she wanted her baby, and so she was going to kill them, and that's what she did.
Yeah, I know.
It's straightforward, hungry, hungry hippo.
I don't know. I just, like every movie has some kind of point. This one did not.
Survival was the point of this one.
Yeah, I guess so. At
Had to
least, I mean, it's
survive
like
the
even
hippo attack.
Yeti had a storyline to it. It was like they hunted the Yeti when it was young or whatever, and it had the baby thing too.
Well,
But
this one they brought it over for the meat shortage
mm, yeah, I guess you're right.
because they had all those cages where they had all the hippos before and all the bones and everything, and that big looked like a factory out in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
in the Louisiana swamp that wouldn't exist, but it
Mhm.
does in the hippo world.
I think I would have liked if it'd been more of like an alligator killing movie in the swamp. It would have been better. It
Well,
made
we've
more
got
sense.
gator movies.
I'm just saying.
This is something different. This is a hippo. It would have probably been better if it was over in Africa where hippos exist
Right.
instead of, I don't know why they went with the Louisiana swamp boat
I
tour,
don't know. I don't know
but
who co they're like, "Let's get a hippo and put it in the swamp and make a movie out
I
of it."
guess I guess it could survive over there, couldn't it? In the swamp.
I guess because Africa's pretty warm and Louisiana's pretty warm for the most
And
part.
I guess it depends on the vegetation of what a hippo eats. I don't know what
That's
they eat,
true,
but
that's true.
if it's got the vegetation that would be in a hippo diet in a Louisiana swamp, then yeah, that's it. It
I'm
could
saying
live.
it's possible.
It
Like I
has no
said.
natural predators, is what that guy said.
Well, yeah.
The main dude.
And then I'm thinking, would a hippo really kill a big alligator too? I guess it would, wouldn't it?
If it was in its territory, he said it was very territorial.
Yeah,
Don't get in its territory.
that's true.
So yeah, he ripped that thing apart. It was cut in completely in half. Like he had its head and then like a little bit above the tail, and that was like
Yeah,
it. It was destroyed.
it was. That's probably the best kill in the whole movie was that, even though we didn't see it, we saw the aftermath, but
Yeah, I mean it had some decent kills, I guess. For
yeah,
hippo kills, it was
it was
bloody.
decent. Not
A lot of
great.
blood in the water.
Yeah, blood in the water, kinda meh. Not enough hippo, not enough killing, no storyline. Meh, it's okay.
So don't watch it.
No,
Would
unless
you
you're
watch
just
this or Killer Whale? If knowing now, which one would you recommend watching? Either
hmm,
one or none?
I'd be fine if I didn't see either one.
What about any listeners that want to see either one? If you had to pick one of the two for them to
I
watch,
had to pick one
hippo?
of the 2. Yeah, hippo or hungry, whatever it's called.
It's called Hungry.
Hungry.
It should just call it Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Yeah,
Probably
I
couldn't
feel
cause
like
of the name.
yeah, and I just felt like I said, I felt like Killer Whale just drug on, and yeah.
This one kind of drug a little bit.
Yeah, a little
They're
bit.
just constantly on the tree or in the boat and
Yeah, it's
trying to
pretty
figure out how to get out of there.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of I guess it made a little bit more sense, though, as far as that compared to Killer Whale. Killer Whale was kinda stupid.
But neither one of them's great.
Well, no. No, not really, but if you got nothing else to do,
A good
maybe you
rainy
wanna
day,
watch it.
watch Hungry.
Yeah, see what you think. I mean,
It's
give it
not
a
bad.
shot.
I've seen worse.
No, and especially
I've seen
if
better.
you just like to try different crappy movies out like Jeff does, yeah.
Yeah.
We've watched some really dumb movies. So
I'll watch anything at least once.
Slaughter House or whatever it was called was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen, but
It
it
was
was
funny though.
it was
We could do one
entertaining.
about that one.
Oh,
Slaughterhouse.
I don't want to watch it again.
If you watch Slaughterhouse, let us
Yeah. The
know.
slowest moving creature is a killer.
That was actually pretty good.
It was
I
ridiculous.
drove a car,
It was ridiculous.
but they made it to be that way.
I know, but
So
yeah,
yeah,
if you like stuff like that
check out Slaughterhouse
or
sometime.
Zombievers, which I'm not watching, I'm not going to.
Check out Slaughterhouse, I say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd rather watch Slaughterhouse again than watch any of those 3 movies, Yeti, Killer Whale, or Hungry.
Anything else you want to add on the Hungry
No,
Hippo,
I think
Killer
I'm good.
Hippo movie?
Nope, I'm done with the Hippo movie.
All right. Be sure to hit like and subscribe so you
Yes,
know when
please.
our new content comes out, and follow us on Instagram. Two
Yeah,
Souls One
it's
Crypt on Instagram.
yes,
Like and subscribe.
we are on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. So, yeah, just tune in.
All right. Until next time, creeps. I'm Jeff Darko.
And I'm Beth Graves.